What's going on, guys? This is Matt Horner from Sports Mockery bringing you another sports betting video here on the site. This time, we get to talk about those Chicago Bears as they take on Matt Stafford and the Detroit Lions this coming weekend in Chicago. It's going to be a match that is between two teams that are pretty much on nobody's radar because, let's be honest, they're not good, right? Neither one of these teams are very good. But we're going to talk about it today and get you set to bet on this game. But first, I want to talk about DraftKings. DraftKings has a absolutely fantastic promotion going on. I've been telling you guys this pretty much every single video now. They have a wonderful deal, $1,000 deposit bonus up to $1,000 when you sign up on DraftKings. So basically, you get 20% back of whatever you deposit into your new DraftKings account. So if you do minimum $5 deposit, so if you put $5 in there, you get a free buck. If you're a novice bettor, you're just getting started in this thing, it's free money. So why not do it, right? Why not just sign up, get some free money? If you're a pro bettor, if you're a professional bettor, and you're watching this and you're reading this, you probably already have a DraftKings account. But if for some reason you don't, and you're a high roller, $5,000 in there, you get a free grand to bet, right? Free $1,000. So there's really no reason for novices or professionals not to take advantage of this deal. So go to DraftKings today, sign up on there, and get yourself started to making the big bucks and entering, as we call it, the wager sphere. To get to the game, Chicago Bears, Detroit Lions. Spread currently, Chicago Bears, we are laying 3 points against the Detroit Lions. Now, the Lions are a team that just fired their head coach, Matt Patricia. They just fired their general manager, Bob Quinn, and they're pretty much falling apart. Not only are they falling apart organizationally, but they're falling apart on their roster as well because Kenny Golladay is out. DeAndre Swift is most likely going to be out. Deshaun Hand out. A lot of these guys in the secondary are banged up, like Desmond Trufant, Tracy Walker. These guys are all hurt. So really, they are a devastated roster as it currently stands. And the Bears are getting, they're just getting warmed up, right? After getting absolutely throttled by the Green Bay Packers last week, 41-25. Game that really was not even that close. Like, they got absolutely hammered by Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. They are 0-7 off their bye week in the past 7 years, and Aaron Rodgers gained his 20th win over the Chicago Bears. And the Packers gained their 100th win over the Chicago Bears. So if you just think about that for a second, Aaron Rodgers himself has 20 wins against the Chicago Bears out of the Packers' total 100. That is absolute pure dominance, and he has absolutely owned the Bears and made them basically his whipping boy throughout his entire career. So, with that being said, the Bears are coming off a horrendous loss. The Lions are coming off a horrendous loss to the Texans on Thanksgiving, which prompted them to fire Patricia and Quinn. So, this is, in fact, a toilet bowl. We love those, don't we? Anyway, so the Bears are laying 3 points. Galladay's not going to play. Swift's not going to play. They're a disaster. Akeem Hicks looks like he actually is going to play. And Khalil Mack's questionable, but he's probably going to play in this game. The Bears offensively are pretty healthy overall for what they have. Mitch Trubisky's going to start again. Nick Foles still on the bench. He could be injured. He may not be injured. Maybe they're just using that as an excuse at this point to keep him on the bench because he was so bad. But Trubisky will start this game. In terms of the spread, since Swift and since Golladay are both out, I would go ahead and lay it with the Chicago Bears because the Bears, while they're terrible on offense, yes, they are absolutely abysmal on offense. The Lions defense may possibly even be even worse with all of these injuries. Trubisky actually looked like he could move the ball a bit against the Packers. He threw 2 terrible interceptions, threw into double and triple coverage, which we love seeing from him, but they actually moved the ball a bit more than they did with Nick Foles. And against this Lions secondary that's completely devastated, I expect them to do more of that. And the Lions, we've seen what happens with this offense when Golladay and Swift aren't playing. the Panthers game where they got shut out to a terrible Panthers defense. I can't do it. So if I was recommending this game, I would recommend waiting for the injury report. If Akeem Hicks is playing, Galladay and Swift are both out, I would lay the 3 with the Bears. I don't see how you can't, because the Lions just are devastated with injuries and they have an interim head coach. I can't advise taking the Lions at that point. The total of this game, 44.5. I believe this total is it's extremely low, but I kind of want to go towards the under since Galladay and Swift are out for the Lions, because they have no way of scoring points. I mean, the Bears defense got embarrassed last week. You know they're going to try to step up to the line in this game after being told by Tony Dungy that they gave up. You know they're going to try to step up to the plate at this game. And with the Lions being so devastated, I don't know how they're going to score points. The Bears can score points. The Bears should score points, but they're the Bears, and Matt Nagy's still the head coach. And as far as I know, we still don't have a franchise quarterback. So they'll probably score more points than the Lions, but I don't know how many are exactly going to be scored. So I would take the under in this game. But again, I'm not going to bet the total just because it's an extremely low number to begin with. 44.5 is well below NFL average total. So I'm not betting the total in this game. Player props. So player prop wise, we know Mitch Trubisky absolutely loves throwing to Allen Robinson, right? Allen Robinson, it's a meme at this point. Trubisky stares down Robinson, throws it in his direction. Doesn't matter who's covering him. So Allen Robinson overs in this game, very, very good to take a look at because Trubisky just loves throwing it to him. Like, he just loves throwing it to Allen Robinson. Doesn't matter who's covering, doesn't matter who's not. The Lions secondary is decimated. Allen Robinson overs, something I will be playing this weekend. And then for the Lions on their side offensively, since Kenny Galladay is out, the Bears, what they really struggle with defensively guarding is tight ends. We saw it last week. Big Bob Tonyan of the Packers. Touchdown, went over his receiving prop. I had both of those last week. Easy money because the Bears stink at guarding opposing tight ends. So that is a play for me, is TJ Hawkinson, the tight end for the Detroit Lions, because the Bears stink at guarding them. Their linebackers just can't keep up with these tight ends. So TJ Hawkinson, one of the only available and healthy receivers the Lions have for Matt Stafford. So I would take good old TJ in the Lions offense. So that's pretty much my thoughts for this game. That's all the information, a lot of the information you need to bet on this game, the scenarios, things that happened in the last games that went on. So yeah, hopefully the Bears get a win, or unless you're one of those people who actually think they win by losing, then I guess for you, hopefully the Bears somehow manage to lose to Darrell Bevel and the offensively and defensively and everything challenged Detroit Lions. Whatever you want, hopefully you get your end result this weekend, and hopefully you win a ton of bets, because let's just be honest, that's what we all want, right? Win money. That's why we're here. That's why we're on the sports betting site. We want to win money. Hopefully I got you all prepared for that this coming Sunday when the Detroit Lions take on the Chicago Bears. Thank you all for watching this video. Thank you for reading the articles, and stay tuned here for Sports Mockery, because we're going to have these churning out all the time to get all of you set to bet on Bears, Bulls, everything else that goes on in the beautiful wager sphere. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a great weekend. Go Bears.